So I just did a quick shop because I wanted to come down and get some river time before it's too dark. There's my bike parked up there, and here I'm in another part of the river, and it's most pleasant. Down there on the surface of the water there are quite a few bats flying, skimming over the water for insects. There's a guy fishing out here. Dusk or twilight, both nice words, dusk and twilight, good words. They're good times for fishing, apparently. I'm not a great fisherman. I tried a few times and never caught a thing. But here's a view down the river, look. And it's kind of everywhere you go in Guilin. It's beautiful. There's something pleasant and peaceful and tranquil and eye-catching. Around every corner you have these views. Quite something. Yeah, it was a good choice when I chose quality of life over massive salary. Massive salary and concrete, or quality of life. And that was the choice I made, quite deliberate, you know, just it would be nice to be somewhere nice. Good choice, Barry. I think this guy's caught a fish, and we'll see if I can spot the guy landing the fish. And we didn't. Oh yeah, there it is. A nice spot to sit. There are many here. Just nice places to sit and be and enjoy just being. There you go. It's a panorama of this side of the river. Nice enough. At dusk, twilight. That's over there. That's the, I believe, the Shangri-La Hotel. It's only a little bit of it. It's quite a big place. Quite nice inside. I should take you in for a look sometime. Anyway, there you go. There's a day. So yeah, Guilin, China, generally is quite a magical, mystical place. Look at this. Just everywhere you go, around every corner, there is something wonderful and amazing and enchanting. And it never ceases to surprise and delight me, you know, constantly. I love this country. There you go, a bridge to a magical, mystical world. Pretty good. Pretty good. Some observations, if I compare England, Britain with China, and there's this myth in the West that China has got so many people and it's so overcrowded and all this. And sure, there are times when there are a lot of people around, when for example, train stations and rush times and things like this. But generally, you know, my opinion is that there's no more of a crush in China. Certainly, I think Britain is worse. And people say, well, I tell them this, and they say, well, how can that be? And it's quite simple that in Britain, there's a whole lot of people in actually quite a small space. So, actually, is China more overcrowded than Britain? No, actually. Actually, I get criticised. I get yelled at if I don't include a bit of my face or something. I can't do why people want to see it before you want. I've been hearing some music and wondering where it's coming from, and I look round and well, there you go. We have a little show to add to our pleasant sit by the river. Excuse me. I've been up there. We've been up there. You can walk up and around to the top, and it's a very pleasant day out. Quite a walk, but very worthwhile. But right now, I guess there must still be people walking up and down because they've got some music and the lights on. Maybe they're just playing for me. Very pleasant indeed. Actually, I've looked across from the bridge or the other side of the river at this and wondered what it was, and of course I've been here. Yeah, it's very pretty, East Gwilym. Very pretty indeed. There you go. There's one of the cruise boats just come through. I thought I heard the lock flooding with water, so there. Two, actually. Cruise boats coming out to take people on their tour of the 4 lakes, 2 rivers of Gwilym. Nice. It is quite magical here, you know. Quite magical. So I've just got to show you this before I go. Over there is like a police boat, a police launch, and it came down the river. And it came down the river, and there's some guys over here fishing. And I heard the speaker from the boat. There's like a loudspeaker saying, "You can't fish there. So you're not allowed to fish." So all the guys, basically, they just sort of walked off with their rods and their fishing rods, and then they're just waiting for the boat to go back up the river and disappear, which is quite funny because, and you know, this is the thing. I maintain this thing about freedom in China. Given the amount of police to the amount of population, there are just too many people, and so the Chinese police, they're really tolerant and really friendly, and generally I find really helpful, and I never have any problem with them at all. But how they have to operate is this. It's like, well, we do our best. We keep the peace, and that's the main thing. And everything else, well, you know, we can only do so much. And because of this, there is a freedom in China. Like I say, these guys are just waiting now. Oh no, they're back in. They're already back in the water. Okay, so here you go. So it's okay. The cops have gone. We can start fishing again. It's great. I love this place. Okay, just so you can see where I've come from, and it's a nice view from here too. I'm on the bridge now, and I've ridden back from over there, and there's the beautiful colourful mountain, and I was sitting there by the river, and there's a Shangri-La complex over there. I've just seen, you might not see unless I zoom in, I've never seen that before, or I've never seen it lit. There's a pagoda lit up. Anyway, there you go. The view from where I've been. And I'm heading that way. It's time to eat. Okay, it's just started to rain here, but I've come to the other side of the river. Over there is the Liberation Bridge, the other side of town. And here is our colourful mountain that I've been sitting by. So I'll just give you a quick view before I head off, because it's going to rain. We've got a whole riverside development here, restaurants and fitness clubs and all kinds of fancy stuff going on down there. Anyway, time to go.